one summer at a picnic, a church picnic, I ate 21 pieces of chicken. 21.
Were you under the influence of anything? Welcome to Convos with Creators, powered by the Lumina Festival, a series that highlights local artists doing incredible work in the community and overseas. I'm your host, Zach Wilson. Today, we're at Orange Bay with the multi-talented screenwriter, singer, and executive, Sia Spence. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me, Zach.
Of course. I want to start somewhere simple, but important. You've worn multiple hats, a singer, a creative executive, a writer, educator, and a community builder. Mm-hmm. In this season of your life, who is Sia Spence?
Well, it's funny that you ask because I've been making a lot of changes to who Sia is. Still getting to know her, but right now I am just someone who is trying to fulfill her purpose on this earth, living in purpose, on purpose. I am a writer. I'm being more creative and more daring with my storytelling because I've always been afraid to tell certain details of things, but I also love to write from the heart, right? So now I'm just becoming Sia and being more in tune with who she is. And so I can definitely say that I am a born creator who loves to just share her talents with the world and be able to touch people with her stories, whether it's through singing or writing.
I asked that question because people's first introduction to you, even from just inquiring, was that you were a singer. Bermuda Idol. You won Bermuda Idol in 2005, which instantly put you in the public eye. What did that experience affirm for you?
So funny that you say it instantly put me in the public eye. Mm-hmm. I actually was in the public eye before Bermuda Idol.
Excuse me? Okay.
No, seriously, and I'm going to tell you the story because I was in the public eye before then. I was singing since I was 10 years old. I sang on stage for the first time ever when I was 10 years old. And everybody had me singing at their funerals, their weddings, all of that. By the age of 17, I was probably like really, really popular as far as like the wedding singer, right? And then in my 20s, I had my daughter. She was, I want to say, 3 or 4 months. And that's when I entered Bermuda Idol. I wasn't going to do it because I knew what people were going to say. It was like, oh, she's already made it, or she's too good, or she's this and that. And I didn't like competitions either. But I entered and I won. And exactly what I thought people would say. They said, it's not fair. Like, all of that stuff, right? But it also built my confidence as far as competitions were concerned, because even though others saw me in a certain light, I wasn't confident about who Sia was. And so that brought a little bit more confidence to who I was and say, Sia, like, you are who they say you are, So, yeah.
That visibility didn't stop on the island. You performed at the historic Apollo Theater in New York, placing 3rd with Black Pearl.
Yes, and fellow Bermudian Keon Simmons. Lord may rest his soul. He just passed away. Yes, he just passed away last month. And so that was a monumental time for us. And, Zach. We were very, very, very close friends. And, we sang a lot of duets on the island before he left. And he invited me to come and sing with Black Pearl. And we won Best Band in LA as well during that time.
Crazy.
Yeah. It was a wonderful experience. I'm going to tell you a fun fact about that, though. So, on the Apollo, they, like, if you don't sound good, the guy comes and sweeps you off the stage.
And the audience boos you.
So at first, if you listen to the video, people were like, boo. And I was like, oh no, we're going to get kicked off the stage. But they didn't. So that was a relief. But yeah, at first I thought we were going to get kicked off the stage because they were booing us at first. But Keon, he did his thing.
That stage carries a lot of history. When you
Yeah.
walked off the stage, how did you feel?
Well, relieved.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was amazing because honestly, I just never thought that I would be there. I did dream of being there, even just myself as a soloist. But that was like a whole dream come true. So it was relief, but it was also joy. Like it just brought me pure joy. Like, wow, like I just sang at the Apollo and being from Bermuda, a small island, and then showing our talent and seeing that everybody enjoyed it. That was a confidence booster as well. So.
How did that shift your perspective as a Bermudian as to know what was possible?
Well, I left Bermuda, hopped and jumped after that, some years after that. It just showed me that there are like no limits to what life can bring and what you can do for yourself. You can dream big and you can make it happen. You don't have to wait for people. I mean, yes, use wisdom and plan, but at the same time, you don't have to be stuck somewhere that is just going to put you at a limit. The world is big. There's so many people out there to meet, so many resources. And so when I did that, it was like, okay, the other side of the world has heard your voice. And the other side of the world said you can sing. So you can do it. So yeah, everything's about confidence for me because I lacked it a lot. Yeah.
Man, with all the things that you've done, I'm sure that definitely boosted your confidence. And with that confidence boosting, you talking about no limitations. You shared the stage with some legends, like Patti LaBelle, Babyface, Tony Braxton. These are some heavy hitters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being that close to greatness, does it inspire confidence, or does it quietly make you reevaluate yourself?
Both. And I'll tell you a story about Toni Braxton. I was supposed to open for her, and the band that was playing for me ended up pulling out. There was some political stuff going on, and I wasn't going to go to the concert, but I still went. My mom gave me her ticket, and Toni ended up asking, "Okay, I want someone to come up here and sing with me." And somebody pushed me out into the aisle, and I was like, no, no. Anyway, this lady came running, so I went running too. And Toni was like, no, I want to pick who sings. And she said, you. And she picked me. And when I got up there and sang, like, I become another person on stage. And I forgot she was even standing there. I took over, and there's a picture of us, and she's looking at me like this, and she says, she's trying to take my job. And so in that moment, I was like, well, even Toni Braxton thinks I could sing. You know what I mean? It was just amazing for me. And so it does bring the confidence part of it, but it's also like, wow, Sia, you are your biggest, like, I'm like my biggest enemy in this thing. I can do it. I can be someone. I've always held myself back. And I feel like in one of those particular moments, in that particular moment, it showed me that, well, even Toni Braxton thinks that you're good. I got a standing ovation after I finished. So, these little, these moments that I have, being able to open for these people and share the stage with them, I still remained humble though, but it showed me that I can do anything. The gift that God gave me, I need to use it. And people love it.
And even with that, something was missing. You've talked about after more than 20 years of singing, you realized something was missing. I'm pretty sure that's probably hard to admit. Like when people see certain success from you, what was the first sign that you needed to explore life beyond Bermuda?
When I fell out of love with singing. So I had a moment maybe in 2012, I believe. I just didn't enjoy it anymore, singing on the island. I was singing everywhere. And one of my pastors, and he was a mentor as well, he says, Sia, you got to stop letting people pimp your gift. Like I was singing everywhere. I wasn't valued to the sense of even just a financial portion of my value. And I literally sang everywhere. I didn't know how to say no. And so he said, he was like, stop singing. He said, give your gift back to God. Sing in church, which I did. And I did that for a whole year. And then one day I just said, it's time to leave. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I did it. And I had a concert before I left. And, but when I got to the States, I thought I had to do audio because I was a singer. And then that's where film was introduced. So yes, I felt like something was missing, like it was something on the other side for me, but I didn't know what that was. I just thought that it has to do with singing, you know? Even though I encountered some stuff with regards to music, but film was on the other side. It's a bigger world.
With that realization, was it freeing for you or was it unsettling?
It was freeing. It was a struggle, but it was freeing because I found that I was able to really be Sia. In Bermuda, it's hard, especially when people watch you. You know, being a public figure, you're watched a lot. People might not say anything, but you are watched a lot. And so sometimes I felt like I couldn't do certain things or say certain things or just like take risk creatively either. And so when I got out there, it was like, nobody knows me here, you know? And then people who didn't know me, met me, saw the talents, and were like, what are you waiting for? You're 36 and you haven't made an album? You're like, it was crazy to them. And so it was very freeing and to be able to just be risky being out there. Going into film, something totally different, I just was like, I can't fail at this, even though I wasn't somebody that looked at movies a lot and different things like that. So shifting from being the talent and being behind the scenes, it wasn't a hard shift. It was actually better for me because even though I was always out front, I still like to be behind the scenes. So that was a better shift for me as far as like working a camera, editing, dealing with the talent because I love to deal with people. So it was an amazing shift for me to do that and learn something different, and not be the person that is the focus. I just didn't want the focus on me, and it took me a long time to tell people I sang. Yeah, even to today, a lot of people that I know now that are friends are just finding out that I'm a singer.
I can empathize because now I'm the financial literacy guy. Yeah, so I get it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so, you know, that's the freeing part about it because it's like I was able to be somebody else for a little bit, you know, and really master it. So that was good.
Was there a project that really deepened that responsibility?
I wouldn't say a specific project, but just putting what I learned into practice deepened things. I had a gentleman who was a part of the founder of a 90s R&B group who was my manager for singing. And he also acted and did film, right? And he had me all over the place. Like I had to take the camera, the lights, the everything, right? All over the place. And so that right there, like had me going. So I feel like it's not really a specific project per se. But if I was to say when I worked on Waterboys, that really like heightened my experience in the film industry, sitting in on meetings, executive meetings, the business side of things, because in school they don't teach you a lot of it. So I was able to learn a lot of business of film, but also see a real movie be made, right? And have amazing actors, you know, Lala Anthony and Omar Dorsey, and just right there in front of you, right? So that was good. That was a good project.
You hosted something at the BUEI for Waterboys?
Yeah, I didn't host it. It was Crime Stoppers.
Crime Stop, okay.
They have like a film festival that they have, and they heard about the movie and they wanted to have like a Bermudian filmmaker segment, and they heard about Waterboys, and so I brought the two producers here and we screened Waterboys here.
So dope. Putting your country on.
Yeah.
What did that experience teach you about merging Bermudian talent with international production standards?
Um, it taught me that people, they want the outlet, they want to learn, they want to network. They just want the chance to do so.
Mm,
But it also taught me that people say they want something, but
mm,
they don't really invest or put in the work to do it. So it's exciting. That's what it taught me. It's exciting. There are people that are interested, but then it's like, okay, I'm trying to connect the two and nobody's, moving,
mm,
right? But it did teach me that it's a need for it. It's a need to connect the two because Bermuda has a lot of talent, and I noticed that a lot of people can handle a camera, right? But they just need to be taught industry standard because we can go bigger than Bermuda. So that's what I learned a lot is that we have a lot of talent here, actors, cinematographers, filmmakers, period.
mm.
But we just need industry standards. So connecting the two, that's what I'm trying to do with the master classes.
As a creative executive and script writer, you now determine which stories get refined and which stories don't move forward. So with that, has it changed the way you view responsibility and discernment?
Um, it's made it stronger for me. Hasn't
Mm,
changed my view. I've just become stronger in discernment and trusting my gut and trusting what I know,
mm,
right? And trusting who I am. Being a creative executive is a very tedious position to have because there's a lot of reading and you can get really tired and lazy sometimes
mm,
with your feedback, but you also want people you want to be professional in your analysis of things, but also you also believe in people, right? So I find I get caught up in that. So that's where the discernment comes and just maturing and saying, okay, Sia, you might like this talent. You might even like the story, but is it what the industry needs, right? So understanding that as well. So just discernment and facts, those things have become stronger with me as time has gone by. Because at
mm,
first my heart was in it a lot, and it wasn't a high level of discernment. But
mm.
now, yeah, I've grew in that area.
Speaking of your heart, you've transitioned into writing about things more personal. You've adapted an autobiography into screenplay, written a Christmas film set in Bermuda, dedicated to your mother. Uh, what does writing allow you to process that performing never could?
I'm able to really sit with my thoughts,
Hmm.
right? Performing is like one off. And it's good. You feel a lot, right? A lot of emotion. But writing allows me to really sit with my thoughts. So, for instance, when I wrote the Christmas movie dedicated to my mom, there were a lot of elements of my life in there. So, even though it's not a true story,
Hmm.
it's based on some true events. And it brought out a lot of emotion. It was actually rehabilitating for me. So I find that with writing, I'm able to bring forth stories that I probably would never tell any other time, or I live vicariously through these stories, right? And I feel like a lot of writers do that. Like they may write, or even the viewers, they're like, yeah, I love that movie because I would love to rob a bank. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I'm not actually going to rob a bank, but oh my gosh, the thrill of robbing a bank, right? So when we watch movies, we see even the characters, right? That fall in love. We wish we had that love. Like, so when I'm writing, I
Hmm.
write sometimes things that I may never have experienced or probably never will,
Hmm.
right? So it takes me to a place that is blows my imagination away, but brings forth a lot of emotion at the same time.
With that emotion, you and I share something in common. We both lost our mothers in 2023. Did grief change the way that you wrote?
Yes, yes,
Mm,
it did. It did it in a good way. Of course, it's extra emotional, but in a good way in the sense that it gave me more like drive. it gave me, it turned my purpose, my pain into purpose. And so I used to start something and don't finish it. And now going through the grieving process, writing about my mom helped me. Like, it was rehab and therapy for me. So grief, it doesn't, for me, it didn't stop me from doing anything. It actually pushed me to move forward with everything, especially things that I had on hold. Right? I want to always just feel like I am making my mom proud.
I can empathize.
Yeah, because when she passed, a lot of people said, she was so proud of you. Everything was you and her grandchildren, you know? And I was like, huh, really? And so knowing that now, it's like everything I do is for a purpose. Like, Sia, you got to keep making your mama proud. Keep making your mama proud. So, yeah.
When my mom passed, believe it or not, I don't think that was April 2023. I don't know if I've written another song since.
Oh, wow.
Everything kind of transitioned into Lumina. My creativity kind of took on a whole new role. So yeah, it's interesting. But I did know, if I saw my mom again, I met her in heaven, and she asked, "What did you do with your life after I passed?" If I sat there and said I was depressed, I was sad, I didn't really do anything, she'd be extremely disappointed.
Exactly.
And embarrassed. So
I
all
didn't bring you up like that.
Exactly. So all you can do is become the best version of yourself,
Yeah.
knowing that that's going to make your parent proud.
Yep.
So cheers to you for that.
Thank you.
Grounding moments. We're going to lighten it up a bit. Some of your most memorable moments aren't glamorous, like fishing in Somerset with your friend and having to bail water out of a boat that was up to your knees. Why do these moments stay with us longer than applause does?
Who told you that?
I did my research.
Oh my gosh, I'm still concentrating on taking the water out of the boat. Okay, let's go back to the question. Wait. I know. I mean, obviously. But okay, so go ahead. Ask the question again.
Sure. Why do these moments stay with us longer than applause?
I mean, they're memories. They are memories. Like, I'll never forget that because I thought I was going to die and I try to stay calm. But yeah, they're memories. And you know what? A lesson out of that is like, you think you're going to drown, you think you're going to sink, and you survive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you dig yourself out, or you survive a moment that could have gone another way, So it's something, you could have lessons in those things, but they're memories that last forever. Stuff that you just never dreamed would have happened. Yeah.
With that, I have some fun facts. You can tell me if these are true or false.
Okay.
I've heard you love to fish, and you've caught a massive steelhead. Steelhead jack. That's true?
I did.
Okay.
The biggest fish I ever caught.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was huge. I could still picture it. And we ate it right after fishing.
That was my next question.
Oh, yeah. I would cook that fish right afterwards.
So you like fish?
Yes. I love fish and I love fishing.
I also heard that you, at one point in your life, loved eating chicken a lot.
Okay, I definitely know who told you this stuff. Yes, one summer at a picnic, a church picnic, I ate 21 pieces of chicken. 21.
Were you under the influence of anything?
No, I was a teenager. I did. I ate 21 pieces of chicken. I always eat chicken. I don't know if you can notice my fingers are long. And when I would eat the chicken, everybody looks at my fingers when I'm eating, my greasy, long fingers. But I don't really eat chicken much anymore. But yes, chicken, that's all I used to eat.
That is hilarious. I'm sure Atlanta didn't really help with that.
I eat it out there, but not like that.
Got you.
Yeah.
Palate has elevated.
Yes, I eat lamb and,
I love it. You've crossed paths with Tyrese Gibson.
Oh, yes. Tyrese.
Yeah? Please tell me about that.
Tyrese is something. So Terrell Whitley, who is the producer that I work with and for, he is really good friends with Tyrese. And we were doing a project with him, his movie 1995, please correct me if I'm wrong, 1995 I think it's called. And we ended up going to the house because we had some not mentees, we had some interns, sorry. And we took him to his house and we had dinner, and he sat off and talked to them. He had his album that he just, came out with, and he shared like his process with the album. He sat in his studio and we listened. It was so amazing. And one of the songs that really stood out was Wildflower. He redone that and dedicated that to his mom, because remember, he lost his mom as well during COVID. And but Tyrese is amazing. Tyrese is very humble, but knows what he wants as well. So, it can be a little overbearing sometimes,
Like
but
a true artist.
he is, but he's a really kind soul. He wants people to win. Very hard worker, very welcoming. He's not one of those stuck up celebrities. Not from what I, experienced with him. And then, of course, I sat in meetings with him as well. But that was a great experience being at his home and him opening up his home to us.
That was pre-Transformers, right?
No,
No, it wasn't?
it was just last year. Or year before last.
Wow.
I
Okay,
think.
cool.
Yeah, I think it was
Because,
year before
I've
last.
heard the house is immaculate.
Yeah, he has one of them in his house.
Yeah.
I have a picture on my Instagram in front of it. And I think he has one out the back too.
Sick.
Yeah.
I'll get there one day.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, I want to hear like the cuts of the album that never made it and stuff.
Ugh. Yeah, that album's amazing. He has some really, really good stuff. Wildflower is on my favorites. Like, I play that all the time. Makes me cry every time I listen to it. Especially because I know he dedicated it to his mom. But yeah, it's a good song.
You said you're committed to proving that Bermuda can produce world-class film and television from the island itself. Can you elaborate on that?
I mean, everybody has the opportunity to learn, right? And I feel like if someone can bring back, like, I want to give back, 'cause I'm not even gonna say bring back, give back. I feel like we can't be gatekeepers. So Bermudians will have that opportunity if we don't have any
Could you just say that
gatekeepers.
again?
We can't have
We
gatekeepers.
cannot have gatekeepers.
No, I can't be out here meeting all these people and be like, nope, I don't want no Bermudians to know them. Like, what? I want people to have the same experience that I had without leaving the island. I left the island to get that experience, but you don't have to leave the island. So I feel like if we have the talent here, you have a person like myself, right? Come and bring people here so that you can network and learn from them. Then why not? Then we can produce what is already out there in the rest of the world. You have Nollywood, you have Bollywood. Why can't we have Bermuda? I just feel like it can happen. But like I said earlier, people have to invest in their future. They have to want to do it. They have to want to learn. They have to want to really make these movies, right? And so I really think that it can happen. It's a big dream of mine. I have to be consistent as well. I can't be like, oh, this is what I want to do and be old talk, because there's a lot of people out there that are old talk as well. I love to talk, but it's not just that about me. I'm action too. Yeah.
If a Bermudian creative is listening right now, unsure about what they want to do, but ultra talented, what's one truth you learned the hard way that you wish someone would have told you earlier?
To never doubt yourself. We always know who we are, right? It's that little voice that speaks to you that tells you go for it. Like, do it. Go for it. Listen to it and trust it. For me, I don't know your belief. Well, I know your beliefs, but the listeners' beliefs. But God is that still voice, and you gotta listen to it. And if you're obedient, you will see bigger. It will get there. But I know sometimes we get afraid. And so I would say, like, don't be afraid of that little voice. Don't be afraid of what you want either. You have to go for what you want. And any type of obstacles that come along the way, You have to learn how to navigate around them. If you're going straight, but now you have to take a corner, it's okay. Take the corner and find another street to go down to get to your destination. And that's the biggest thing I've learned during this journey. It has not been easy, but I went for it. I said I'm going to do it, and I did it. It's more to be done, but just, don't be afraid of that voice that tells you to go. Because once you go, it's so much that you're going to see, and you're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow, like, I'm so glad that I did it. Because if you don't, you'll never know what you can do.
You'll never know. And
Yeah.
2025 for me, I call it the art of the pivot. Just learning how to maneuver. You have a goal in mind. Maybe this route didn't work. Take another route. Take an alternative route. Keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Some people here, unfortunately, feel stuck. That's why I created Lumina Festival, to shine a light on our creative community, our businessmen, men and women doing great things, so people can feel inspired to know that they can do more, be more, dream bigger.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us today.
Yes, no problem. I will come back again if you want me to.
Please do. And next time we're going to get you to sing.
Okay, you can do that.
Love it. All right. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.